Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
I'm Molly Roberts.
And I'm Drew Goins. Each Friday on Impromptu, we talk through the questions we can't stop thinking about.
Do we need to rethink how much we drink?
Why are companies really asking workers to come back to the office?
Does boycotting a business actually work?
Should we quit social media?
We're here when the news gets personal and the headlines hit home.
Join Molly and me every Friday on Impromptu from Washington Post Opinions.
Find Impromptu wherever you get your podcasts.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at thrivent.com.
So yesterday on Hulu, and by the way, I've been talking about this show called Paradise for a while now, telling you how good it is. They dropped the last episode last night. I watched it. I texted Kyle. I said, "You got to watch the show. I think you would love the show." Now, that's so stated. I had so many DMs from people that the Hulu people, whoever owns Paradise, I guess they dropped an episode on free TV, on normal TV, and then that's it. So to watch the rest, you have to go to Hulu.
That's annoying.
I know. But if you take all that stuff aside, it is a hell of a show. And there's 8 episodes. And episode 7, it's kind of somebody kills the president of the United States, and it's a mystery of trying to figure out who did it. But there are also people hiding because there was like a tsunami, and then the other countries in the world thought they just started a nuclear war. They explain all that, so it's like it's
really?
Like,
there's a war on top of it.
And everybody's hiding in Colorado Springs in this mountain, which I've heard rumors that really exists. But when you see how the world ends, it is chilling. It seems so realistic, and it seems like that's the path we're on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to start digging a tunnel in my backyard. Like, you're going to want to...
Isn't that what one of the guys says? Dig a deep hole and get in it.
You're going to want to... Like, when you see it, it'll mess you up. I think it'll mess you up. If it doesn't mess you up right then and there, you'll have thoughts about it later, the end of the world.
It's about... Well, I'm just started episode 5, and I came in this morning. I told Johnjay, I'm like, I get it. Somebody at the network said, I want a show. I want it to be This Is Us meets Wall-E meets CSI. And The Walking Dead. I guess. Oh, really?
Yeah, you're not there
yet.
That
too? I'm not there yet.
Well, because they don't know what's outside there anymore after the world. Okay, so then there's this show. It's number 1 on Netflix. It's called Running Point. Mm-hmm. And I believe it is based off Jeannie Buss, who now owns the Los Angeles Lakers. And I know Peyton started watching it. I started watching it. Kyle started watching it. But did you finish it, Kyle?
I did. I finished yesterday. I can't wait for season 2. I'm dying because like Netflix hasn't renewed it yet for a season 2.
Oh, they have to.
So I'm like, can we make that announcement? Because it's just such a funny show. Like the way, and I think my most favorite part about the show is like how Kate Hudson as Jeannie Buss, it's a different name in the show, how she interacts with her siblings, like her brothers, because it's just so believable. It's like such a family, and yet it's not, because it's outrageous because they're like owners of a basketball team. But I loved it. Like I was sending Johnjay quotes that I thought were funny from the show, and she's like upset, and they're having this real business argument, and she's like, "Is there anything else?" And her brother goes, "Sometimes when you wear your ponytail like that, it makes you look bald on one side." And she's like, "What?"
And she takes her hair out immediately.
There are so many scenes on this show that to me remind me of Kyle, that are absolutely hilarious. Like the Kate Hudson, Jeannie Buss role. There's things in there that 100% are you. And you probably are going, what part?
I know.
I mean, first, okay, just when she takes off running. That reminded you of you running when we were out here the other day when we were doing that Trump thing, and you took off running out of the garbage can. You just took off like a bat out of hell. She does that. What about the part when she's taking the guy to rehab, and she asks him to text her fiance?
Yeah.
And she goes, his name is Lev. And she goes, I need you to text my fiance. She goes, okay, search up Lar. And he's like, isn't it left? She goes, yeah, but I spelled it wrong. And I don't like. It reminded me of the Warv's text thing that we had, where you texted something wrong and we just went with it forever. And then there's all these different little things to me that if you want to know what it's like to work with Kyle, to me, that's it.
I agree, and it's like I feel like that type of comedy of that show reminds me of Kyle. Like Brenda Song, who is the main character, Kate Hudson's character's best friend. There was one time when Brenda Song went in and she's like, "Everybody get together, the boss is here." She said, "Huddle up," and I was like, "That is Kyle right there." And I was like, I loved it, and I'm really liking the show. I was like, kind of not really into it.
Because you wanted it
so
to be a
much.
documentary.
Yeah, just because I'm such a Lakers fan, and I just would have loved to see the documentary of that. I'm really liking the show. My only problem is now it reminds me of the Pepperdine Waves, because they're the Waves, and it looks just like the Pepperdine Waves logo. And so, me as a basketballer, it's messing with my mind.
Well, not only that, but if you've heard the rumors of certain things and you know the relationship and the history of Jeannie Buss, you see the inspired by. Like, the coach of the Lakers is a Buddhist, very Buddhist. Well, you know that Jeannie Buss was dating Phil Jackson for like 10 years. And so you can see now, you know how it ended?
Yeah.
You can see that's like, oh my God, is that what really happened between them? Like, there's things like
Probably.
that. And then there was rumors, they were going to trade the star player. And at one point there were rumors they were going to trade Kobe. Right? So it's like there's all these similarities that it's got to be based off the show. And it is absolutely hysterical. I laughed out loud so many times. I enjoyed the brothers so much. I enjoyed just so much of that show. It's so well done. Anyway, it's called Running Point, and it's on Netflix.
It's a good watch.
Yeah. All right. Now I'm like lost because I finished Paradise. I finished this. I'm going to have to get on the Reacher, catch up on Reacher.
I know. I just started doing that this morning. I think it was on episode 4. And so I started catching up on Reacher, which is on Amazon Prime. That's a good one, too. There's season 3 of it.
Got to catch up on Severance.
Yeah.
And then I'll be good.
American Primeval, you got to watch that. You will like that.
Okay, I'll download that.
And I really want you to start watching Love is Blind.
No, I don't do that.
I'll watch it. I'll watch out of it. That's such a good, guilty pleasure.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.